Hello, hello, and welcome back to Burrows. We're finally at the village. We're at the doctor's. Hiro's getting operated on. Should be a good time, right? Should be a good time. The clock on the wall shows an hour's passed. And the sounds of pain have diminished, and I cautiously venture upstairs to peek my head in. Hiro is asleep, fresh bandages on his torso. He seems alright, so I breathe a sigh of relief. A little too loudly. Well, aren't you a noisy one? She stands behind me, frowning, a bloodied smock laid over her dress. Was it a success? Of course. 'Twas only a repair job in the end. I can't help but detect a difference in her accent, even if everyone is speaking English in my ears. Are you not? She blinks a few times before replying in a monotone voice. German? No. I hail from Holland. I see. I'm sure you have questions, but if you're to stay in this town, let me give you some good advice. She leans in, her glowing feline eyes staring into my soul. Everyone who lives here has their secrets. A past is something to work for. I wouldn't go about prying into their personal lives if you want to keep your hide. That goes for Yashihiro as well. Understood. I nod, too intimidating to argue. Grand. The evening is upon us, so be a dear and head to the kitchen. You'll be helping Miss Klein to prepare our supper. What, me? I need to sanitize my instruments and keep an eye on Hiro's condition until he wakes. But I can't cook. You're still young. You'll learn. Be off with you then. Well, she's fun. And with that, she pushes past me and slams the door to her office in my face. What a bitch! Amazing! Amazing, great. Alright then. Time to embarrass myself in front of the help. That could have gone worse. I guess German standards are higher than Edian's for how small something needs to be for it to be diced. Miss Klein was understanding and picked up a simple potato and leek soup for us to make. Miraculously, I avoided losing any fingers. Soon, the scrumptious scent starts to fill up the house and awakens my appetite. Don't make me get the spoon again, Mr. Gray. I shove my hands into my pocket and lurk impatiently in the hallway, my tummy rumbling something fierce. Why is everyone so mean around here? Well, Atri was nice. Dumb, but nice. Come to think of it, why is he living here if he doesn't work for the company? Or Petra, for that matter. What did I say about asking questions, mongrel? Son of a bi- I whip around to see her staring down at me from the upstairs landing. She sure loves to stare down at people. It comes with being tall. Oh, it's you. Dinner will be ready soon. Splendid. I thought you'd like to know that Hiro's awake and doing all right, all things considered. That's great. Now, this type of surgery typically takes about 4 to 6 weeks to heal, so he's not heading back to that blasted ship anytime soon. How long has it been since the initial procedure? She growls at me. What? That's basic information. Fine. It's only been about 3.5 weeks. I see. So how long do you think he'll need to fully recover? She sighs, taking a drag from a cigarette before replying in a low voice. For the procedure, to avoid the patient exsanguinating. Nailed it. I created an an alternative blood supply using the arteries in his arm. In layman's term, I connected veins from his bicep to his chest so he wouldn't go into shock. Excuse me. I'm sure you've noticed his diminutive size. Yes. But even with that precaution, he still lost quite a bit of blood. It'd have taken his body just as long to replenish those blood cells as it would for the wounds to heal completely. So what you're saying is, he is going to be anemic until he fully recovers. Precisely. Thus, even the smallest amount he lost today was enough for him to almost lose consciousness. That's not good. I feel even more guilty for almost abandoning him now. I'm so transfixed on by the conversation that I didn't realize she had been getting closer with each word. Gray, was it? Yes? Hiro is special. He's very proud. I'm sure you noticed that as well. I nod. I need you to check here. Keep him in check. This is already highly experimental surgery, and I have no idea how it will heal. Even more so now that it's been reopened. No, excuse me. You don't have to tell me twice, Doc. I'm here for him. A genuine look of concern flashes through her gem-like eyes before refocusing into her usual pointed shape. Are you prepared to stay with him? As he is, for as long as he'll live. Whoa, are you a priest? She shushes me, nervously checking the stairs, as if someone was listening in on us. Right, forgive me. For the time being, keep my words in mind. He's highly likely to try and sneak out come morning. Got it. I'll keep an eye on him. I hear someone in the kitchen ring the dinner bell, and my empty stomach twitches in pain. I'll bring him some food. Do you mind if we, As she smirks, walking past me towards the front door. If it's privacy you want, your wish is granted. Just keep my mention of his procedure to you a secret. Confidentiality is a must in my line of work. Right. With a nod, she steps out. At least she seems to care about Hiro, despite her coldness. I grab our food, almost burning myself in my haste. Miss Klein scolds me as I jog up the stairs, but I can hardly hear her over my own excitement. Finally, it's Hiro time. Okay. Hey, are you? I burst into the examination room, only to find the table unoccupied. I'm upstairs. Second door to the right. Right, big ears. Coming. I race up the second flight of stairs, Miss Klein poking her head out of the scullery to scold me again. Why do I feel like a kid right now? I guess it's been a while since I've been in a proper house, as properly made as it was. That did not say practically. Practically? Yeah, it did. Okay. I tuck a burning hot bowl under my arm as I quickly turn the knob, almost dropping it in the process. I catch it just in time, though a fat glob of it lands on my shoe. Hiro giggles at me, sitting up in his cot. Did you plan that routine just to cheer me up? No. Why did it work? Maybe. I'm just happy to see you again. I smile. His traditional pajamas look comfy, contrasted by the tightly wound fresh bandages. Okay. He notices my stare and shakes his head, smiling warmly. It doesn't hurt anymore. Just no tight hugs, all right? I'll do my best. That's not an easy task. but Petra would kill me if I undid all her hard work for a third time. Come and sit. Let's eat. I plopped down next to him and we dig in. I was a little heavy-handed with the salt, but otherwise it came out great. Wow, my first successful dish, and I'm thousands of miles away from anyone I'd care to impress. Just my luck. Hiro's enthusiastically slurping says otherwise, and I have to pull the bowl from his lips so he doesn't burn his throat. Take it you're a fan. It's salty and tastes like onion. What's not to like? Fair point. It reminds me of something my mother would make, only creamier. Yeah, there's heavy cream and butter in it. The cook had to pry it out of my hands. I'd never tasted butter so fresh. What? I'm still not used to how much dairy Westerners consume on a daily basis. We don't even have cows in my village. Really? Man, I can't imagine living without dairy. Milk, cheese, yogurt? It all tastes rancid to me. Huh. I'll make it my mission to find a dairy product you like. Well, this soup is a strong start. He finishes his food, licking the bowl clean. A nice pint of beer would have complemented this perfectly. Alas, Petra says it's still too soon for alcohol. You actually like beer? I can't get over how bitter the flavor is. It's not that different from green tea. We don't add sugar to our tea like the Brits. I think about the time I saw how many bags of sugar Gene adds to his kitchen sweet tea and gulp. That would take some getting used to for me as well. Excuse me. Well, what I really miss is eating fresh fish, but I haven't had the time to try the lake around here. Fishing, really? That would be fun. I think back to the other 3 comments on how they found him in the Golden Place, trying to fish with a spear. Yes, though I doubt there'll be any adult salmon in a lake, so my heart will only be half in it. I've never had salmon. Well, I tried a gravlax once, but it was pretty gross. Whatever those Vikings do to perfectly good fish is a tragedy. But this time of year, there should be plenty of carp migrating downstream. So if we take a hike to any nearby river, we should be able to catch a few. I'll ask around tomorrow and see if there's any equipment we can borrow. I feel myself getting hyped up like a kid at a sleepover. Maybe it's the vast openness of the German countryside, but I feel like the world is my oyster. Yes, and we should procure some camping equipment as well. It would be a shame to travel so far and have to leave just as quickly. I bet Adreed, yes, know where we can find that. The excitement is contagious, and I spy his bushy tail wagging behind him. Yes, we'll need to get a tent, some mink oil, to waterproof our shoes, some knives, and a fish descaler. You seem to know quite a lot about this stuff. Are you a hobbyist? He scoffs at me, pretending to fan himself. If that's what you would call 8 years of living off the land in the countryside of rural Nagasaki, then yes. 8 years? Oh, it was a blast. There wasn't a thing in those waters I didn't try to eat. How did you? In fact, there was a time I ate a 20-foot long river eel in one sitting and nearly died of poisoning. That's... I bet you didn't know. But the liver of an eel has enough toxin to kill a grown man twice my size if consumed raw. Wait, back up. Raw? You can't. Yes, you can. Sashimi made from fresh-caught fish is some of the greatest pleasure a gourmet such as myself will ever experience. As a matter of fact, His ears perk up before lowering, and he quickly looks away. Sorry, I'm probably being annoying, right? When I get excited about something, it's hard to stop sometimes. Hey, it's okay. We don't have to talk about it anymore, if you don't want to. I grab his shoulders, careful not to jolt his arms. Hiro, after the day I've had, and the people I've lost, there's nothing I'd like to do more than to hear you talk about fish. His eyes glisten for a moment, and he nods. Thanks. I guess I hadn't had someone I can talk to so easily in a long time. I want to ask how he met Petra, but her warning from earlier stops me. Talking isn't easy, even if we can understand each other. I feel his body relax, and he leans into me. You can say that again. Talking isn't easy, even if... He rolls his eyes and starts assaulting me with his tiny fists. Okay, I'm not funny, I get it. He raises a fist again, but stops, choosing to rub my snout instead. Thank you for being so nice to me. Most people would only worry about themselves in a situation like yours. Part of it is a little selfish, admittedly. Oh? I wanted to see you again. I knew you didn't remember everything, but I had to make a choice. And you chose me? Over the other men? I did. Come here. I lay down beside him, and he quickly nestles against me, pulling his huge tail between his legs and into a hug. The fur on the back of his neck tenses as I lay an arm around his side, careful to avoid his chest. Let me know if you're uncomfortable. Not so far. We stay in that position for who knows how long. Only the faint sounds of the downstairs clock ticking away hints at any passage of time. I press my face into the crook of his neck and breathe out slowly, his thick fur plush and inviting. Nobody's ever. And I'm here for you. I'm whatever you need to be right now. All right. Then tonight, you'll be my future camping buddy. Who also happens to smell really good. Really? I've never been told that a day in my life. Is Hiro really feeling okay? Yes, you just... smell manly. You don't know? Makes me jealous. You smell good, too. Just different. It's a Hiro smell, and nobody else has it. Yeah. It's just for you and me, then. Just... for... I feel myself start to drift. Cuddling with Hiro is better than any pillow or stuffed animal. That nice smell again. I feel myself stiffening up, but I'm not going to explore that avenue right now. All I know is, this feels nice. A noisy clicking in the hall cuts through my trance, and I hear that familiar grovelly voice. What is going on in here? I reply in a half yawn, refusing to budge or open my eyes, at risk of losing this feeling. Sleepy time? Yes, very sleep. Very sleep? Okay. I can see that. May I remind you that you're currently putting pressure on my patient's torso right after a surgical procedure. No, I'm not. I hear the floor under her creak. So you're not? Even so, you may shift in your sleep, so I advise that both of you to... Petra. She listens. Gray is a part of healing process. He stay, okay? A resigned sigh. So be it. Don't come crying to me when those stitches pop in your sleep. Got it. I think I hear a chuckle before she leaves, gently closing the door behind her. Petra can be a nice lady. Just lonely. I was lonely too. I pull him for a very gentle squeeze before committing to pass out. This futon with no support, this floor, hard as a rock, feels softer than any mattress, as long as Hiro's between my arms. No? Do we do thing? Huh? Do I press button? I do have to press button. Okay. I shall end part here. I will see you around, everyone.